Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
One step ahead.
Ah, one more sip. That's good. One more sip.
Sure, every fall.
Oh, man, that's hard for me to say because I wasn't around for all the butchering, but they didn't buy bacon. I know that. They bought it here. That was a community thing. You would kill a hog, the people would come around and they would help with the killing, and then you'd be scraping the maws and cleaning the chitlins, and then butchering up the meat. Somebody would get this and you smoke it, and then somebody would get a ham, and that's how they make sausage.
Right.
Same thing with cows. They kill the beef, and they do the same thing. Community would share in the meat and pass it around. Because I'm the son of Harold Odom, who was the oldest son of A.T. and Addie Odom. And A.T. Odom is the great-grandson of Jim Shankle. So you start that lineage down, and that's how I got my connection to Shankleville, was through birth by my daddy. This house keeps our family reunion going. If we didn't have this house in a habitable condition, if we let it just fall down, our family reunions that we hold on every even numbered year, Father's Day weekend, will stop. I mean, I guarantee you that that's connected. People in our family mark their calendars to make sure that they know that they don't block out anything on Father's Day weekend of even numbered years.
This is a great community. We love you. Congratulations to all the participants, contestants, and winners. May God bless you, and God continue to bless the great state of Texas.
1, 2, 3, go!
All right, baby, you got some James Brown. Get on the good foot. Oh, they working.
To have the reunions go on and continue, we had to have this place, and this is what brings us back. This and that sycamore tree behind you there, that is, every year we say it's dead and going to be gone, but we keep seeing leaves come out every year. We gather under that sycamore tree, and that's where we start the reunion, and everybody looks forward to it. And that's what keeps me. And so my charge was, I was gifted to know how to fix things. Got that from my daddy, got that from Big Papa, and from my construction experience in home building. And I guess God put me here and said, this project is for you. Nobody in the world can do it except you. I talk to God. God talks to me all the time.
God tells you how
God,
to do it.
he said, hey, here's how you want to do this. I said, okay. So I called the architect and I told her, I said, Donna, this is what I want to do with the project. I have no other way we can save the crib except this. She said, do you think it can work? I said, I believe it can. I've been told that it'll work.
On good authority.
Yeah. And so I then started thinking. I said, okay, so how am I going to figure that out? You told me to do it, so I'm going to figure out how to do it. And then I just thought through it. And then the more you think through things, then you come up with answers. And then you start trying it, and then you make a mistake, and you fix the mistake, and you try it again, and you make it work. And you get some committed help, like the grandsons, okay? Grandson and son. And the carpenter and his helper from Livingston, who came down, and Laretha, and cousins, Clay and Tracy, all down here doing it. And we did it. There's 5 buildings in the designation for the historical site. You got the main house, you've got the smokehouse in the back, you've got the crib, which is down below, you got the chicken coop, which is still in the back and has not been updated, and you've got the Noah's Ark, which was a garage and Big Papa's workshop. But the goal is to roll it back and make everything look as near to how it may have looked in 1945 as we can. And when we get to that point, then we'll say we have accomplished the architectural missions of making it look like it looked in 1945.
What have you learned along the way in working on this old house?
I learned that Big Papa was an amazing person. He built his house in 1922 with no electricity and a 5th grade education and no plans. And what we're trying to do is to follow what he did, try to make it look like it looked, so that if they walked in here today, Big Mama and Big Papa, they would recognize their house as being their house. Not something that says, well, where did all this stuff come from, and all these sliding doors and, big glass walls and stuff. We're not doing that. So we cleaned the spring out yesterday, so hopefully we got a good pool of clear water that we can sample and get a chance to taste what it really is like to have good clear water. But this is the spring right here. Yeah. Come on down here. We get you past your taste. Give me the cups here. Like I can almost feel it. The magic of when it happened down here. And I said, wow. Wow. They tell us that Jim and Winnie Shankleville were owned by a slave owner in Mississippi. And the slave owner in Mississippi had a relative in Texas, and for whatever reason, he decided that he wanted to sell Winnie and the kids to this relative, and not Jim. And Jim was left in Mississippi and very distraught because his Winnie and the kids were gone. And Jim just says, I'm gone. He took off, became a runaway slave, and decided he was going to find his Winnie. And traveling at night with clothes on his back, going from plantation to plantation, trying to find out if anybody knew or saw his Winnie and the kids, coming through. He finally got enough information to know that they were in Texas. As the story tells it, Winnie was down and she heard a whistle in the woods. And Jim had a special whistle. And Winnie looked up and said, that sounds like Jim's whistle. He whistled again, and it was Jim. And so Jim and Winnie were reunited here at the spring. We don't know what all went on that reunion when they finally got together after all that traveling and all that time they were apart, all right? But I would venture to say that they had a good embrace. And then the owner then decided to bought Jim, and then reunited the family here as slaves still. And then the Emancipation Proclamation news finally came. So he got 5,000 acres that he amassed here in Shankleville. But the love story is what connects everybody together, because he loved her so much that he was willing to risk being caught. But Jim loved Winnie so much that he had to come to find his Winnie. And he said, if it costs me my life, so be it. I'm going to find my Winnie. And as they say, and the rest is history. And the rest is history. To Jim and Winnie. Yes, sir.